from the land of 10,000 lakes. It's a non-conference softball matchup between Pittsburgh, the Panthers out of the ACC, and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Pittsburgh coming in 18-27, Minnesota 15-28, winning 2 of their last 16 games. A difficulty across the Gopher pitching staff right now. Griggs will swing that one, and on the ground just by third, she'll have a base hit. That one sneaking right by Tinley. Easton move over. She has played and started 44 games. She'll ground one over to first, to second, and that'll be it, but they will get the lead runner, so the first out underway for Sydney Schwartz and this Gopher defense. Swung over at short, the play made to second, and not in time for the double play, but again, good job getting the lead runner for the Gophers. It's 2 outs early on. 2 outs, full count. Frazier will take off from first. And the pitch is low, so first and second here for the Panthers. Strikes and 2 outs. She'll get another chance here with a runner in scoring position. And it's in the dirt, gets away from Kraft. So now 2 runners in scoring position on the pass ball. The full count is taken for strike 3. Schwartz strands 2 and gets her first called strikeout of the game. 30, started 24 of those. Opponent batting average of .271, which is the lowest on the Pitt pitching staff. Tobias will lay down a bunt. It'll be a close play at first, and she'll be thrown out. It's Taylor Kraft. She'll drive one on the ground to short. Easy play made over from Hernandez, and it's 2 quick outs. Inning, but some long at-bats. Batters certainly fouling her off. So that's popped up between second and center, between short and center, I should say. And the 3rd out of the inning made on Valencia. So scoreless, just 9 pitches from Pittman. Do have a long weekend. Pitt today, as that one's fielded over at third, and the play made over to first for the first out of the inning. Minnesota as a team just given up 27 home runs. So that one's driven out to left and easily caught by Cosgriff, make it 2 outs here in the top of the second.
With 4 games on a weekend, might be a little bit different here.
Well, she'll miss just off the edge. Like you said, Autumn, we'll see how long of a leash they decide to give her. And swung on and missed for strike 3. Another inning finished off with the strikeout. It's her. The full count is taken for strike 3. The leadoff, Kylie Griggs, but weak ground ball over to first, and that's the kind of contact that the Gophers have had today when they've gotten the bat on the ball.
Yeah, and that was a great sequence.
For Jessa Snippes. She'll drive one back to left, and it's gone. Jessa Snippes with a home run, her 3rd on the year.
What a way to get the first hit of the day as well.
Well, first hit, first run of the game, puts the Gophers on top. Ritter certainly happy that she put her in the lineup today. And what a play diving out in front of second base from Vaughn. And so the Gophers, 2 very strong leaders for each program, as that bunt gets a little too much airtime. The play quickly made over to Chart at first. Get out ahead of the batter. She's had good performances either way. As their drive into left will be a base hit. Cosgriff gets that in quickly, so it'll hold Vaughn at first. bringing
just a little bit easier and can make or break the game.
another double play ground ball, fumbled over at second, make it 1st and 2nd for the Panthers.
Minnesota games this season kind of get out of hand just based off of either
So that's popped up to shallow right. Make it 2 outs, Autumn, you were saying.
just
Schwartz misses that one, and a good job advancing to third for Pitt. So it's runners on the corners.
yeah, I mean, what a hard play as a catcher with the hitter staying in there. So great job by Ramirez.
Grounded right back to Schwartz, over to first. And once again, escapes a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Holds Pitt once again, score.
Much the same this weekend as well.
Driven out, and just about the same base hit as that leadoff one from Griggs. It puts Tinley Easton on, and the Gophers have a lead. Lucy Hooper batting in the 9 spot. She tries to square one up, pops it up. Good job getting back over to first from Tinley Easton.
Times for her front foot stepping out of the box. So that is something to be watching of here. Doesn't matter, she gets walked.
Well, runners on 1st and 2nd. Taylor Kraft, not really anybody you'd rather have up in this. Runs batted in. Grounder up the middle. This could bring one in. They'll send her over at third. Close play, but can't handle that ball, and so Kraft gets the run batted in. Tinley Easton scores, runners on 2nd and 3rd, and the Gophers take a 2-0 lead. Well, Frazier just couldn't quite handle that one. Hit out to left center. That gets past center field. It'll bring 2 runs in. A stand-up double for Valencia puts the Gophers on top 4-0.
Great job by the Minnesota hitters. I mean, they're just hitting Pittman's mistakes, which she's starting to have a lot more. And they're really taking advantage of this momentum that they're starting to.
Blasted to left, and Sid Schwartz gives herself some support. Makes it a 6-run ball game. The Gophers' 2nd long ball of the night.
This is definitely something the Gophers want heading into their last and a lot of just confidence building to potentially get them to possibly be in the Big Ten tournament.
Well, I said earlier, Schwartz, before that, had 3 home runs. Those were her only 3 extra base hits. Now make it 4 of each.
Been just different than you see from righties. So that's something that she does is she gets a lot of spin, a lot of swings and misses, like we see there.
Well, strike 3 on Burnett. 2 outs, and that'll bring up Jessica. That one clips off the edge for the 3rd out of the inning. But Gophers struck first in the 2nd, add 5 more runs. She'll swing that one out to 3rd. Easton will throw it over to first and get the 1st out of the inning, bringing up Brandstrom for the Panthers. We'll keep an eye on what Coach Ritter decides to do. 3 more games for the Gophers this weekend. Ground ball to short. And the play made over to first. Tobias to Chard. 1-2 count to the 8-batter Martinez. Good play by Schwartz. Puts it over to first. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th.
Ben is a pinch runner.
Well, she got a quick out after that home run in her first batter to Schwartz. She'll walk Cosgriff. Single near the 3rd baseline. She'll hit it to left center. And the play made backtracking was Hernandez. That'll keep Cosgriff over at first. With a 1-0 count, Hooper will hit it weakly out to left. The play made over by the shortstop, Hernandez. And there's two back. She'll lay one down once again. Well-placed miscommunication and thrown to nobody covering second base. Cosgriff will take third. And so it's runners on the corners with 2 outs for the Gophers. Go home, not quite in time, also not handled cleanly from Frazier. Then came around on Valencia's double. And the base is loaded for Nani Valencia. She'll drive one to left center. Going back, that'll hit the ground, a one-hop to the wall. That will bring in at least 2. That'll cleanly bring in 3 runs. And it's another RBI double. This time she brings in 3. That's 5 RBIs on the day for Nani Valencia.
Valencia's done just a great job. She, had some power behind that one. She doesn't have as much power as Kraft, let's say, but she's been finding those holes and getting them to Minnesota, where they use more of a whole pitching staff instead of letting one pitcher go the whole game.
They've certainly seen success out of Gwen Sparks, and they will. Burnett pops that one off the end of the bat. The out made over at first from Brandstrom. And Gophers get run rule is a great way to get out of it earlier. Swing and a miss. Kraft makes the play over to Chard, and it's 1 out in the top of the 5th. She'll drive one out to right, and the play made just barely in the air out there from Nani Valencia. What a day she's had on both sides of the field.
Yes.
Take another look at that. I see that hitting the ground. What do you think, Autumn?
Yeah, I see that hitting the ground. I'm not sure.
Well, from Nani Valencia, as we are about to get the call here. So at first,
month long.
And usually when you got those streaks, a lot of them are. So there's a shallow line drive. Good catch from Tobias. Makes it 2 outs. Pittsburgh. 2 outs, 1-1 count. Make it 2-1. The throw over to second. And Kraft was falling over as she threw it, and still not that far behind. At least 3 shutouts. But it's been completely Gopher dominated. She gets strike 3 swinging on the off speed. And the Gophers 9-0 over the Pitt Panthers. Her 4th strikeout ends the game early via the run rule. Well, overall, such a strong showing from the Gophers. Capping things off with her 4th strikeout. Schwartz, of course, had the 2-run home run back in the 3rd. Valencia, 5 RBIs on the day, coming off a 2-run double and a 3-run double. And Snip is getting things started with the home run. Gophers 9-0 after 4.5. Take this one early.